Have you noticed that everything is in decline right now? Yeah, it seems like everything, as far as business is concerned and the economy is concerned, it seems like everything is in a state of decline. If you look at the car lots, they're claiming nobody's buying new cars. Now I'm hearing nobody wants to buy new homes and that the housing market is starting to crash. Every form of entertainment is in decline and crashing, whether it's music, television, streaming, what have you. It seems every single thing that we know of is facing some sort of decline at the moment. So what is really going on? Is it just a recession, or is there something more going on? Is it just because people don't feel like spending money? Well, why don't people feel like spending money like they used to? It's because they don't have as much money to spend, and things are getting a lot more expensive really quickly. So the tariffs and inflation and whatnot has caused the price of basically everything to go up. And so now you see people scrambling, starting to panic because the price of everything is so high. So I'm noticing now every time I go on YouTube and look at my homepage, there's always some sort of story about a celebrity whose career is now over. They're being canceled. Their career is on a huge downfall, right? So it seems like this beast system will take any untalented schmuck, turn them into a celebrity, squeeze what they can out of them, and then when they're done with them, then they humiliate them, drag their name through the mud, and then leave them for broke. So that's why you see all these celebrities on the downside of their career right now. That's because right now people are spending less and less money on entertainment. People are prioritizing where they're going to spend their money. And so there's a lot of people who have been overpaid, untalented hacks for years. And the money well has finally dried up. So a lot of these untalented, unfunny hacks, they're sinking right now. You see, to become famous in Hollywood, in the entertainment business, it is widely known you have to sell your soul. So to speak, you gotta sell your soul to the devil if you wanna be famous. And then when the beast system makes you famous, they're gonna want you to do stuff for them. And if you don't do it, they'll take away your fortune and fame in the snap of a finger. So if you look at every facet of entertainment right now, it's in decline. And the reason is because that Hollywood beast system is not something people want to go support anymore. So the beast system is having to transform and mutate. So the Hollywood cabal, the people who run Hollywood, yeah, nobody's going to watch movies in the theaters anymore. So you can't justify spending hundreds of millions of dollars on a movie that's never going to make back that kind of money. You can't justify spending tens of millions of dollars hiring these hack actors that nobody really cares about. So people are finally realizing that these overpaid actors who live in mansions in the Hollywood Hills, these people aren't really that talented. They're actually quite worthless and overrated. Do we really need a bunch of overpaid, untalented hacks living in mansions in the Hollywood Hills? That's why you see a lot of celebrities and athletes who supposedly made tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. Somehow they find a way to lose it all and even go broke, have to file for bankruptcy. That just goes to show you that the money was never real in the first place. So a lot of these people you think are filthy, filthy rich, the money isn't real. It's just part of an act. So Elon Musk is said to be the richest man in the world, but he isn't actually the richest man in the world. Meanwhile, a family like the Rothschilds, nobody really talks about their wealth. That's actual wealth. So the Rothschild family is actually wealthy, whereas Elon Musk is pretend wealthy. They have him pretending to run these different companies. Hell, they have multiple men playing the part of Elon Musk. Hell, they have an AI version of Elon Musk that can come on the screen and trick everyone into thinking that that's the actual Elon Musk. And if you try and point it out to a regular person, or as I like to call them, a sheeple, they'll look at you like you're the crazy one. So we live in a world where hardly anyone questions anything, and we're being lied to all the time. So another thing I see on YouTube that you didn't used to see is so many people upset that they can't find a job, so many people upset with the way their life is. So 10 years ago, there weren't a bunch of people uploading videos in their car talking about how they're broke and that they hate their life and that they can't find a job. But now there are what seems like tens of thousands of people uploading videos every day, sitting in their car, just complaining about how much they hate the state of their life and the state of the world. And so this form of content has become so popular that people who sit in their car and complain are getting hundreds of thousands of views. So I can't tell you how many times I've seen a thumbnail where somebody's in their car and then the title will be like, "No one has enough money to survive in America," or "Inflation is causing people to starve," or whatever. So they have these titles that suggest that everyone's going through a depression right now. And then the content, when you click on these videos, it's basically people talking about how they're going through a depression. So I know it's partly due that I clicked on one of these videos and watched it, so then they flood my algorithm with a bunch of people sitting in their car talking about how they can't find a job, talking about how stuff costs too much at Walmart, talking about how they don't have any friends anymore, they don't have time to do anything, they always feel tired. These sorts of videos are becoming way too popular and way too common, and what it is it's psychologically causing more and more people to feel like we're entering some sort of major depression. And so if they keep telling people nobody can find work, nobody can afford anything, everyone's miserable, if you keep hearing that over and over again, it's bound to psychologically rub off on you. So for instance, I've seen so many videos of people talking about how they can't find a job and how they're unhappy with their life that it's almost caused me to almost start panicking, like, oh shit, well, I better really enjoy my life. I better really enjoy this work that I'm doing. I'm one of the few lucky people who actually gets to make money here on YouTube, doing what I like and having fun. I guess that makes me a really, really lucky dude at this point. So I should be happy. And I should work on making the best content I can to keep this channel afloat so that you guys have something awesome to watch rather than watching a bunch of people sitting in the car complaining. So it's up to me to create content that rises above the depression. It's up to me to create a form of content that people can relate to rather than me contributing to the state of depression by talking about how depressed I am. So right now, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not depressed. Right now, I gotta be honest with you, I'm one of the few people I know that has a job that's enjoyable and gets to do pretty much what I want when I want. I'm one of the last people in the world actually doing what I want to do most of the time. So I figure I should be vlogging about it. I should be filming it. I should be sharing this experience that I'm having and try and promote something positive rather than the same negative story that we keep hearing from all these other YouTubers. So rather than sit in my car and tell you how I can't find a job, everything's so expensive, things didn't used to be this way, things changed ever since 2020. I've seen probably 1,000 videos of people going, have you noticed things are different since 2020? It feels like things have changed ever since 2020. Yeah, it did. The people who run this place, yeah, they turned up the difficulty meter. They turned up the difficulty to live knob. So there's a difficulty to survive knob. And the creators of this larger than life video game that we're all participating in, they turned this difficulty knob up a few notches. And what they did was they increased the price of everything, which is causing people to spend less money, which is causing businesses to panic and causing them to lay off employees, which is causing more and more people to panic that they don't have enough money, which is causing people to get online and panic on camera about how they don't have enough money to survive. So somebody's got to step up and create content not based around panicking about the crumbling economy. So I guess that someone has got to be me.